Alright, so Enemy Rangers X just dropped their first update, and it's a JJK update. New units, so they added Gojo, Sukuna, Yoka, Stardust, and they also reworked Silver Reaper, which is Arima. They also added Yuta, Toji, and Hakari, and they also added a new game mode called Calamity. Oh, they also added Raid and Raid Shop, and some brand new QLs. Alright, so they added a new story mode, which is called Tokyo City. Oh yeah, they also made story modes only go up to chapter 5, which is such a W update from ARX. And yeah, I cleared the story mode on Nightmare. It was really easy. They also added a new mist stage where you can get Sukuna from doing it, and they also added raids. And for Act 1 you can get Yuta, and Act 2 is how you get Gojo. For today's video we will go for Sukuna. We're gonna try to do Nightmare to see how hard it is. Alright, so now that we're in the stage, let's see how much HP these guys have. They have 40,000 HP, 60,000 HP, and the boss has 2.85 million HP. Feel like we can beat the stage pretty easily. Boss is down to 1.5 million HP. And we lost. Am I doing something wrong? Oh wait, the boss has a passive. Adaptation. Every 10 attacks received, gain 1 adaptation stack and reduce all incoming damage by 10% up to 100%. At 50% adaptation, perform World Slash and delete all units in range. At 100% adaptation, players instantly lose. Oh, that's why we lost. I think it's because we bring all of these fodder units. We're gonna go back to lobby, and I think I have a better strat for this stage. Alright, so the reason we lost was because we brought too much units, so we're gonna be unequipping all, and we're probably only gonna bring 2 of our damage units, so probably Kirito and Etso. Let's see how we do with these units. Well guys, I did Nightmare and it took me like almost 2 minutes to clear that stage, which is probably not worth it because this pity that save up for normal and Nightmare, so we're probably gonna do Nightmare and beat it in like a fast amount of time and hit pity. So on normal mode, yeah, these guys have like no HP. And what about the boss? Oh, so the boss only has 950,000 HP. That should be really easy. This is the team I'm bringing. I'm only bringing Etso and Kirito, and let's see how much damage our Etso is doing. Yeah, our Etso is doing 34k every 2 seconds, and the ability damage is 250,000. Oh yeah, so the boss is dead already, and there we go. 50 seconds. So I feel like we're just gonna do this on normal mode and probably hit pity. Little update here, 50 runs in and we have not gotten Sukuna yet. I left the game running for quite some time and I think we might have hit pity. So let's check on our units to see if we have Sukuna. And there we go, we got Sukuna. Let's check if he has an Evo. So Sukuna does have an Evo, and you need 200 takedowns, 7 Demon Fang shards, 1 King Shrine, and 16 of the King's Fingers. Alright, I believe you can get the King Shrine from the Curse Raid shop. Oh yeah, right here. It costs 400 of the Curse Scrolls, and you get Curse Scrolls from doing raids. And is there anything in here? Wait, so you cannot buy the Sukuna's Finger, and I believe that you can only get King's Finger from this stage, from the Mist stage. So I'll see you guys when I have all the Evo materials. Alright, finally we have everything we need to evolve our Sukuna. Damn, that took so long. But first, before we evolve him, let's get better stats on him. I'm gonna keep rolling until I at least get an O here. Finally, we got a triple S damage, and now let's roll on the rest of the stats. Oh my god, we just got an O- on the cooldown. There we go. Really good stats on my Sukuna, and now we can finally evolve him. Sukuna is now evolved. Now we're gonna roll some traits on Sukuna, and let's hope we can get that Sovereign trait. Oh, we got a Mythic trait and Capitalist. Oh, we just got a double trait duplicator. Alright guys, after some consideration and I asked the Discord, Sukuna is the best unit from the update, and I'll be using my Sovereign voucher for Sukuna. There we go. And now let us fully limit break him. Before we get into the showcase, let's put on some gears on our Sukuna. Alright, so now that our Sukuna is fully kitted, let's get into the showcase. Now I'll show you guys just why I use my sovereign voucher on him. Alright, so we're inside a Gojo right now. We can finally showcase our Sukuna. So on max upgrade, Sukuna is doing 56,000 damage. Wait, no, his damage is going up every time he kills an enemy. So on max upgrade, he is doing 73,000 damage with an HP of 274,000. And look at that ability damage. 328,000 ability damage, and has a active ability called Fire Arrow. Now let's get over his passives real quick. His first passive is called Shrine. Enemies entering range take bleed for 20% damage and 35% versus bosses for 3 seconds. Each bleeding enemy in range grants plus 3% damage for 15 seconds, max of 30%. Oh, that's why his damage is going up. Okay, for his second passive is called Dismantle. Basic attacks inflict bleed for 5 seconds. Each bleed tick has a 10% chance to trigger Dismantle, which deals 2 times bleed damage and making the target take more damage for 3 seconds. Oh my god, his passives are insane. Okay, for his third passive is called Flame Arrow. On ultimate, gain plus 5% to plus 10% ability damage every second for 10 seconds. Your next ability then burns all enemies in range for 50% of current ability damage every second for 10 seconds. But yeah, let's just pop his ult. Oh my god. And there you have it, Sukuna can solo the Gojo raid. Alright guys, so I loaded into a challenge just so you guys can see how broken his first passive is. Look, the enemies die before Sukuna even attacked them. It's because his first passive bleeds when enemies are in his range. Just look how fast we cleared that. Yeah, let me just do it one more time so you guys can see clearly how broken this unit really is. Like look, Sukuna is not even attacking them, and when the enemies get close, they die instantly. So the question is, was he worth my sovereign voucher? I would say yes, 100% worth. Well yeah guys, that is Sukuna. He is probably one of the strongest units from the update. I recommend you guys getting him. He's insanely broken right now. And yeah, that's about it for the video. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.